The next thing they do on page, oops, let's go back to our PowerPoint slides here. Oh, printed, oops, sorry. Oops, let me undo that. Okay. There's no symbol there. They said if you wanted to print this template, you could go to File, Save, and print. We don't need to do that. And on page 344, then, they want us to start filling in the information. It's the top return address information. I'm going to pause the tape while I type this in. Well, we've been typing away here, and someone had trouble getting the wizard started because it kept going to step 3. 2 people had trouble, and so I don't know why. So anyway, go to the bottom right-hand corner and click Previous. It'll take you back to 1. And as we were typing here, you just click in a section and type. So we typed the name and the address. We deleted TEL for telephone and replaced with CELL, and then clicked in the content control and typed the phone number. And then there was a fax here, and you have to select it, click and drag over it to highlight it, as opposed to just clicking and pressing delete. You have to select it and delete it. Then we put the email address in there. We clicked and deleted the content control for the web page, and then I increased the font size of the title of the name to 14, and the address, I made it 9, all the address information, telephone information. And then they said, now I'm on step 8 here on page 344, they wanted me to select that whole set and bold it, and then the next thing is to indent it 1/2 inch. And remember, there is the indent buttons here on the Home tab, or you could go to Page Layout tab and do a 1/2 inch indent over there. Take your pick. Or if you turned on your View Ruler, you could just drag the whole house over 1/2 inch. Take your pick. The next thing we're going to do here is to identify the position of a graphic in our document. It's going to go on the right-hand side where the logo is, and if you click on there, it says Replace with Logo. And what we'll want to do is right-click on it, and we're going to change the picture. They want us to look online for clip art for Scales of Justice. Press the Enter key, and I don't know which one I'm supposed to find. Oh, it's just a plain black one, huh? I guess I don't care which one you choose. Choose one. How's that sound? Don't take too much time doing it, huh? You know. Once I have inserted it, then they want us to use the shape, height, and width boxes, which are on the picture tools. Notice that we have actually 2 extra sets of tabs open. Oops. We have the table tools, layout and design tab, because we're in a table. And we also have this picture tools format tab, which is the one we're going to access here. You could also right click. And they want us to change the height to 0.75 and the width to 0.8. Could you have just clicked and dragged until it looked about right? Yes, that would also work. And the other thing we want to do is center the picture in this cell. And so if you look up at the top, there's one, look at the ruler. If you didn't, turn on your rule bar if you didn't. But there's one cell here that goes from 5.25, maybe 5.2, over to 7 inches. That's one cell, and it's currently right aligned in the cell. You have to learn how to see that. And what we're going to do is center it, and we'll do that right on the Home tab like we would normally do. I just moved it over a little bit. The next thing, oh, create a folder while saving. Oops. Well, we already did that. So let me keep going with the shading of the cell. No. Okay. I didn't write that one down. Okay. Let's do some shading of our document. Oh, do some shading of the document, and we can then position the insertion bar so it's to the left of the row, the cell that has the contact information. That's the same left margin click technique that we've been doing all along. And then we want to see the table. My mistake, they don't want us to select the whole row. They want us to just click in the cell so that we can get the table tools to show up. We want the Layout tab up at the top, and we want the table group way over on the left-hand side, the table group. And we want the Table Tools Layout tab, and then we're going to click View Grid Lines, which will make this all much easier to work with. Next, I'm on step 2 now on page 346. I'm going to switch to the Design tab now. And in the Design tab, Table, Styles, Group, then we want Blue, Gray, Accent 1, which is first row, 5th color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's supposed to say something other than what mine says, so let me pause it a second. First thing we need to do here is click on Shading, and then we're going to choose the blue-gray accent, okay, which is that one. There we go. That's on the Table Tools Design tab. Table Tools Design tab, Shading. Okay. And then we're going to select the text and change the font color. You want to just use this, or do you want to go to the Home tab? It doesn't matter. My mini transparent toolbar, but I'm supposed to change it to white. No, not under shading. You select the text and then change the font to white. Now that I've made the cell blue shaded, and then I selected the text and made it white, now I'm going to come over here to the right side, and I'm going to do some fixing on my little scales of justice. For this one, I'm going to click in the cell, and don't select the graphic, but click in the cell. Those are two different things. And then for the shading of this one, they want us to choose second row, 7th color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't call that tan, but whatever. Okay. And down below, you see that we have one extra line down here that we didn't do anything with yet. That's step 5 there on page 346. And what they want us to do with that one is click in there and we'll get the Drawing Tools Format tab up there, and under Shape Fill, which is on the left-hand side. Okay, I'll be back. All right, I didn't touch the screen in time, so my projector shut down. I got it restarted, And we're still on step 5 on page 346. And I clicked in this cell, and up on my Drawing Tools Format tab, on the left-hand side we have Shape Fill. And we want the 6th color in the 5th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th color, which is some kind of a tan color. If you look on page 347, it shows you the color. It's a strange assortment of colors as far as I'm concerned, but nobody asked me. And then we'll go back and hide those grid lines again. So I have to click back in the table. I'll click there up in the first cell. When I click in this last cell, that's just an enter key. It's not in the table. So I shaded a row of text, whereas the blue part is the table. So when I click in the table, then I can go on the which one? Layout tab, and unclick View Grid Lines. But you can't do it if you click on that brown cell.